This is how I know Gubi's family. When I was a little boy, their family used to come and work on our farm. Then just one morning, there's no one left on the farm. And they left Botswana. It was their hunting grounds. They never get involved in fights and wars. That was their downfall. People push them away from their land. And because they have to share this land with that people, that caused a lot of problems. People look down on them. This family started to be proud again of being Bushmen, and they like to be called Bushmen. There was a sort of a revival in their culture and traditions. And we as Westerners, who think we are sophisticated, we have a lot of things to learn from this family. My name is Avi. I'm a local farmer here, and my farm is neighboring the government land where the Gubi family is staying on and the other San people. And I know Gubi for many years, and now they are one of the few people in Namibia without any land.
Gubi's family are a charming family of San or Bushmen whose culture and history has existed for tens of thousands of years. Their home is in the Kalahari Desert in Namibia. There they have a deep connection to their land and ancestors, and they're a true family spanning 3 generations and ranging in age from 80 to 18.
My name is John and my age is 22.
My name is Maria Bessa. Negative Gunner.
Johannes.
My name is Anna. And I can my ouderdom gaat niet, want ik heb die bij de school gegaan. Ik ga gaan koken gaan nu. Ja, dan zie ik het goed doen. Marcella, is hij wat voor ons hierin gegeven. Ja. Elke dag die plek wat ik ga, ik kan zeggen, Marcella, kom. Daar die persoon is zeker mijn voet geweest. Want ik is die persoon wat kreppel.
This family has something special. They're one of the few San families who still practice their traditional culture through their dance and their songs. This is part of an ancient tradition of healing trance dance that is one of the oldest on the planet. Although they are mourning the loss of one of their most vibrant members, Marcella, they are determined to continue with their music and dance.
Camino te kin a camino te ka ba hutuka.
Nena nega me mandi ba kansin ka tomate sore ka nga ka hutu tari ku ngone gitu ko ninte.
Expel para le viti outer dis si se fouters expel twee lekkies testi ana ina fanti bol di ana ina stando do
Our dancing is about communicating with the spirit and talking to our ancestors.
It's the ostrich and the lion.
Even ngai pun khulu gitem toi pye of tari of ngai of kham of tom higi
I can dance, and then maybe people want me to dance for them, and then the dance that I'm doing, it's also part of healing.
Agen tau kom kungan kamasi kan ko kaman tau kom kungan kan swat khate ama tui khaste tari kin an kau amzi kau amsa si kau si ma si kau amzi joran gitan ka khot ka adwan si ban kham da ke na dai sa ki dai si bi
Marcelo was giving the power to our dance, which is like ostrich dance and lion dance. So she was giving me and my brother power to dance.
Ik is net zanger om de dans die voor mij moeilijk, maar om te zingen. Kan zingen.
Ja, mungkin batai saya suka usi. Iku ikasi kego kamu horten kalau kagum kuatum ngot andum hakad ngedang.
The San belief system is intrinsically linked to their music and dance, and the survival of this precious knowledge is passed on from generation to generation. There has been an issue with San losing pride in their culture and heritage. This results in a loss of knowledge, but in this family, the passing on of this knowledge is alive and well.
Dis my oupa goed vir my geleer saam met my klom van my maar met die familie ek ken vir hulle alles vind hoe dans ek dan so hierdie kind ons kan moed vir hom hy gaan regte nou ja ons wil vir hom vang maak hom leer hy kan mooi wees want hy kan ken alles want ons sien hy sy dans is baie mooi vir ons. Situ kale hijika bangama kale ka bangama tu mole sa tu kale kan kami kawat kami kawat tam na kawat ni bakha taning kala sa na gun ate taning chode kwa kama na taning kama kanga nga kawat tinga kawat chuta modi ang kaba tenta nga unisa kama kin kaba ikog tamtaka.
I used to get up at 6 or 7 or 8 when I go to bed. It might be late. If we can sit until in the morning, it's no problem for me because I have to know the traditional. The old time, it was not good time because they were just roaming around, getting hungry. Sometimes they are just bad luck and they doesn't get anything to eat. And the rain, when the rain rains, that's the time they get some food from the field and then they can eat. Now, if there is no rain, they just get hungry and some of the people were dying because of hungry. No water to drink. Now he's saying that he's thinking now this time's life is better than the old time life.
Marcella, is hy wat vir ons die reën gegee. Ja. Nou hy gee vir ons die lewe soos wat hy so maak. Hy wil maak die komkommers hulle kan uitkom en die chamas ook hy kan uitkom. Sy kinders kan daar goeders eet. Ons is terdies. Is van ons terdies. Of die persoon hy kan oorlede. Enige persoon wat oorlede van ons is terdies. Ons was sy kleer skoonmaak. En weer die matelsene ook daar aan sit en die rook. Ons almal gaan staan by daardie rook. Julle sal agter daardie werk sien van die rook. Die Here toe. Hy kan gaan by die hemel toe. Alles hy kan sê alles vele vader gaan by die hemel toe.
The lion, it's our family. So about the lion, it's about the people that are healing. Maar eindelijk, je weet die waar mensen, hulle is ook een grensbok en aan de andere kant is hulle ook een leeuw, je weet. So, wat ons meer gebruiken is een leeuw. It works that I decided I want to be healing. So, and then the old man will talk to his ancestors and then they will negotiate that problem there and talk to my grandfather. And then if he came to me and now he's starting to teach me. Me and him are gonna be having a special place in the field to teach me. When he's teaching me about the healing stories, I will also be meeting with the lions. And I won't be afraid, so I'm also gonna be putting the heart of the lion to be strong. If I see the other lions can just be okay.
Gubi's family are one of many impoverished San families living in Namibia that have struggled at the hands of an ever-changing, developing world.
Yeah, my name is Joseph. My businessman name is Kamdep, and my fan is Besa. My pastor name is Besa. I guess geboren in Botswana. I guess geboren in Charles Hill. My friend is Maria. I get that. Was het Aluga? Hierdie verlede jare was het zo hier en daar sadikjes gehad. Maar was het niet zoals die andere goed, zo tomaties en die andere kost gehad. Was het net die tama. Ja, is dat tama. Ja, ons noemen ze tama. Ja, was het net die gewoon lekker tama gepland die verlede jaren. Nou heeft die vrouw gekomen van Engeland af met een plan van die tenen wat je hier ziet.
My name's Hattie, and I first met Gubi, Anna and Marcella in the UK while organising their album launch in 2001. Well, I basically had a real connection with the family here, and at the end they said to me, if you want to come out and learn about our culture and our use of plants, because I was particularly interested in their healing techniques and healing ability, then come and stay with us. You know, you'd be more than welcome to be our guest.
Kom kyk my huis. Kom kyk my huis. Vir Julie, hulle byt net vir my, want ek lê by die sand. Ek wil die bed hê. Ek wil alles hê, handkas. Daar's niks. Dis net die hout wat daar, wat ek gaan maak om te kom weer bote opset.
I'm doing a garden project, Kalahari Garden Project, which is, I'm coordinating it. The mission of the project essentially is to improve the food security of the San people living in this area in Corridor. There's about 650, 700 San people living here, all of whom are living on an extremely simple diet of maize meal, porridge and sugar and tea and the occasional meat that gets illegally hunted, basically, or bought if there's some income that's come in. Their nutrition is poor. You've got a group of indigenous people who previously were able to hunt and gather and maintain an independent subsistence through that, who are no longer able to hunt because it's become illegal and because the fences that have been put up have interrupted the wild game and driven them away, basically, in competition for water. Basically, poverty and lack of a reliable food supply was one of the main reasons that they were conducting a sort of form of informal prostitution, basically, and sleeping with people to put food on the table and to feed their kids.
It's me and my brother who lives in here. Magnus is sleeping here. And this one, on the ground, I'm sleeping on that one. This is coming from Joburg with my mom when my mom was performing there. This is for me. I just put it maybe when maybe God will help me, I get a girlfriend and we have baby. The baby must play with it.
This project was to try and enable them to regain a sense of independence by means of growing their own food and securing their own food supply.
Misschien veranderen met onze leven. Eet, de manier hoe ons eet zal misschien veranderen.
Oye, ada sudah ye.
Yes. Ang kung sa ngay ko daw kisyo ko ko. Kai. Sabi. Oh, shukuri be. Ya wa kaya. Oh, you got go sabi si kai. Do ma kai. Kai chua. Wa
The bushwalk. It's when we go out with two people to get bushwalk. We show them some fruits that we're getting from the field and, how we are hunting, and when there are some footprints of the animals, wild animals, we show them. These domestic animals finish up the wild food for us.
None ge kan ti trongi ki mataka. Na kwa wi tsaba ka trongi ki mataka. Tsaba. Thom ka te tsaba na ki tu ka ba ko tri ngai shwe ka. Chu to insha gi na ma ka dia ki. Na kwa ban chu kwa insha ya kwa ngo iki is to kai kai tsi tsaba ti ka tswa ti is na kai ko.
You're looking at a population here who really have something to teach us, and a culture that has really encountered so much change over the last 100 years. From being able to maintain such an incredibly independent subsistence in one of the world's harshest environments to a population that's now really dependent and unable to feed themselves because of the way that the land's been carved up and because of their political and social marginalization.
I think the biggest need for them will be land for themselves, and a sort of private land which belongs to them, where there's no involvement from other groups or tribes or whatever.
Landlessness and lack of land and land rights here for the San people is a major issue.
Sometimes I bring them to the farm and they stay a few days here, and it gives me big satisfaction to work with them, and especially when I bring them to my farm to see how they blossom in a place where nature is still in a very good state.
When at the Abyss farm, when I'm there at that farm, now that's the time now I'm thinking about the old time. I'm thinking like, oh, maybe if it was in the old time, people living like now, they can stay with their skins and their life is better, and they can have near water and be okay, not roaming around.
And the problem is that farmland is very scarcely available today.
You've come out here at a really sad time for all of us and filmed the funeral of a really incredible woman. Marcela's really the reason, probably one of the main reasons that I've kept coming back here. You know, I had a very special connection with the family here, and I had a special connection with the place. But her spirit and her smiles and her laughter and her generosity, you know, made me feel constantly welcome here and constantly part of the family, even when at other times some of the family members have been upset by things or there's been cultural misunderstanding. You know, I could always go and sit at her fire and have her support me through that and make me laugh about it, actually, more than anything.
Hij heeft net zo gedood, man. Van een nacht, daar in post. Ja, laat die mensen, die mannen miskeerd. Mannen miskeerd. Dat is nog vrouw misdood, man. Dan, want het is bijna lelijk. Vrouw misdood, zomaar dood, man. Het is lelijk.
Ik denk hierdie story is bietjie lang story.
Mijn naam is Alois. Alois Mutibi. Ik is senior counselor hier. Ja, ik heb zo lang gebleven. Maar het is zo groot geworden. Bij hierdie 18. Toen we gaan naar school ingegaan. Toen we tegen begin om traditie hierdie dans te dansen.
Soos wat hulle het gekom, hierdie tyd wat ons het geloop, sien die meisiekind. Toe die meisiekind het vir ons vertel, hy het gesê, die man, hy het gesê, ek kom hier die wit man. Ek vry saam met die wit man by die Johannesburg.
Marcella, zoals ik van ken, zijn hart. Dit was een vrouw, want het kan niet zeggen dat dame is een vrouw, is een trouwde vrouw. En dit was een vrouw wat niks geband.
Hela, het is niet die waarheid nie. Ons staan aan het werk, ons zoekt die leven.
Marcella, jouw ring is in.
Ja, mijn kind ook, Alexia, is nooit zo gedood, man. Zoals hierin, van die man.
Ons, hier zo, ons heeft hem klaar gebracht. Maar in die films, en zoals hij altijd gaat dansen, hij zal nog altijd dansen daar. Daar als we ons niet verstaan, elkaar, want hij is Afrikaans, hij spreekt zo zwaar. Maar dat tolken Engels.
Ons het daar die man gezet en gepraat. Hij zei, ja, mijn vrouw, hij vrij saam met Kauniki. Hierdie man, geld wens as die man.
In het TV, je golang. In het TV, je na mopilon salon. Lebana bagago ba.
Hij heeft hier gegaan, hij heeft niks gebang meer gelezen. Hij heeft bijna van hier Kalahari, Michigan. Ik heb al iets over.
Ramudimu yo tata mulefatsini. Amen.
En dari vernant wat hy het vir oorlede gedood maak. Hy dari pa van hy het gekom, hy het daar gestaan by die vel.
Zoals hij zo weg is, ik is hartstier. Ik is bij hartstier, ik heel samen goed goed. Want is een kind. Wat mijn broers kind getrouwd, maar het altijd dit passa. Marcel heeft altijd gelukkig hier daarbij.
Nou, ons wonder, hierdie ene, hy het groot fout gemaakt. En oorlede hy het ook gewag geweest. Hierdie sê het moes eers tegen oorlede. Toe het hy hierdie eenheid geblees met vir my, Marcella. Nou, ek het nie so erg so baie gedink nie, want dat die eenheid geoorlede, die eenheid het blees met vir my. Nou, het is nou alle twee wat vir my geweg het. smaak vir my hand is geaf. Dan hierdie goeie sê ek kan so dink, hy smaak vir ek kan ook self hang.
Dit was a vrouw, want het kan niet zeggen dat is een vrouw, is een trouwde vrouw. En dit was een vrouw wat net gebang is. Hij was ook een vrienden mensen van de mensen. Is die dame die zo vrienden gemaakt van beide landen.
All these things she taught me, she was like my sister out here, my teacher, my doorway into their culture, and more than that, my friend, someone I really loved, and.
Ja, omdat die mensen zeggen, alles die persoon gaan. Je droom van zijn geest, je droomt zijn geest. Misschien komt ze voor je iets zo, en alles in je hemel te gaan. Nee, ga ik nu komen encore na.
Ja, no ta kin kima an jijin kangot an kin. Tu wut mahandi basuli nga tungatan to da kama. En tanika agamat in kaba an nga kabat. Ja, ek voel is right. Mevrou gaan soek vir ons lewe. Is mooi.
Yeah, I'm feeling the spirit when I'm just alone, and it is important for me that I must know I must have the experience, because if my parents are not there, I have to have that power to do it.
You know, them coming to England for a few months enables them to live out here for months and months and to feed their families. So in that respect, I think it's excellent, and it's encouraging the maintenance of these cultural traditions that are by and large being lost. The fact that this is going on, that these tours go on, helps them maintain this culture, helps them maintain these skills that they teach their children.
I first heard about the Gubis through a colleague stroke friend of mine called Hattie Wells, who was an anthropologist studying at the same university as me at the LSE. And over the last few years, she and I have been discussing the possibility of bringing the Gubis over. And it never really quite happened until this year, when the right combination of events and people fell into place pretty much at the right time. Indigenous people seeks to develop a relationship with Gubis that will hopefully continue over a number of years. In the first instance, organising a tour of the UK from late August to mid-October 2008, focusing particularly on Scotland and the Highlands and Islands of Scotland. The likelihood of there being resonance between the strength of identity and cultural heritage of the San people and the emerging or the re-emerging sense of Scottish identity and heritage, we think is something that will work very well. So one of the things we aspire to do is to enable Indigenous communities to harness the economic potential of their own traditional culture.
It's important for me to have a car. Maybe my family, they're getting pension. Like if one of the family is sick, I have to take them to the clinic. So the clinic is also very far from this place.
Ik zal die iets zoeken wat ik wil net daar, maar ik kan net daar bij die tronk wezen. Ik kan net daar doodgaan. Laat ons kan mooi voelen. Zijn familie, hij kan ook heil. Ik kan zo heil met mijn kind.
Hoe voel ik daarom? Misschien als ik ga, ik zal bijna blij om andere mensen te lopen zien. Omdat ik nog niet rond ga lopen. Ik zal het bedbedieren, omdat de mensen bijna jaloers misschien.
Recht maken, jullie moeten net recht maken. Voor ons net, zeker als jullie kan voor ons helpen, net voor ons uitdalen tussen die mensen. En voor ons speciale plek creëren en voor ons daarbij. Laat ons voorgaan met onze traditie goed.
Well, one of the principal long-term outcomes that we hope to generate from working with all the different indigenous groups that we work with, particularly the Gubis, is to address the issue of land and land ownership and land tenure. Because many indigenous groups are dispossessed in terms of their relationship to their ancestral land.
If one wants to go ahead and buy some land for them, you need a lot of money. And first of all, I think that's a big objective, and maybe it's too big, but sometimes it's good to think big. Every day when they come and visit me on the farm, I learn a lot of things. The importance of family and respect for the elder and friendliness and a lot of things. So this family is really special.
Because there's so little here, there's a lot to reflect on about a culture like our own that has so much and how much we waste. But it's also, on the flip side of that, it's made me appreciate, in a sense, how much we have.
I'm very excited to wear my clothes in London because I'm proud of this, my culture. Marcella was giving the power. She is actually in my spirit. I think she will come in my spirit and tell me to continue with the spirit again.